Okay.
Alright, Abel, we're going to read The Gift of the Magi by O. Henry.
You gotta be closer. He can't hear you out there.
$1.87 was all that Della had. She counted it 3 times to make sure. That was all the money she had, and tomorrow would be Christmas. Della finished her cry. She stood by the window and looked out dully at the gray cat walking a gray fence in the gray backyard. Tomorrow would be Christmas Day, and she only had $1.87 with which to buy Jim a present. She had been saving every penny she could for months, with this result. $20 a week doesn't go far. Expenses had been greater than she had calculated. They always were. Only $1.87 to buy a present for Jim. Her Jim. Many a happy hour she had spent planning for this something nice for him. Something fine and rare and sterling. Something just a little bit near to being worthy of the honor of being owned by Jim. Now there were 2 possessions of the Youngs in which they both took a great deal of pride. One was Jim's gold watch that had been his father's and his grandfather's. The other was Della's hair. Della's beautiful hair fell about her, rippling and shining like a cascade of brown waters. It reached below her knee and made itself almost a garment for her. Della put on her old brown jacket. What?
He's kicking me.
And Della put on her old brown hat. She scurried out the door and down the stairs to the street. Where she stopped, the sign read, Miss Sophrony, hair goods of all kinds. One flight up, Della ran and collected herself, panting. "Will you buy my hair?" asked Della. "I buy hair," said Madame. Take your hat off and let's have a look at it." Down rippled the brown cascade. $20, said Madame, lifting the mass with a practiced hand. "Give it to me quick," said Della. Della collected her $20 and spent the next few hours ransacking the stores in search of the perfect gift for Jim. She had found it at last. It surely had been made for Jim and no one else. There was no other like it in any of the stores, and she had turned all of them inside out. It was a platinum fob chain, simple and chaste in design. It would be perfect for Jim to hang his precious watch on. It cost Della $21, almost all of the money she had. "Jim will certainly not be happy that I cut off all of my beautiful hair," she said to herself. But what could I have done with only $1.87? Before long, Della heard Jim's footsteps on the stairs. She hoped and prayed that Jim would still think she was pretty, even with such short hair. The door opened and Jim stepped in and closed it. He looked thin and very serious. Poor fellow, he needed a new overcoat. And he was without gloves. Jim stopped inside the door. His eyes were fixed upon Della, and there was an expression in them that she could not read, and it terrified her. It was not anger, nor surprise, nor disapproval, nor honor, nor horror, nor any... I lost my place. Sorry. Nor any of the sentiments that she had been prepared for. He simply stared at her fixedly with that peculiar expression on his face.